Hi guys, it's BellaGemaNails, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create the envelope clutch with the red camo. So I had told you I was going to create something special with it, and so this is what we're going to be doing. If you didn't see the video for this bag, this is the bag that I created with the green camo, and so today I want to create it with the red. So if you want to learn how to make this, just keep on watching. For this project, you're going to need a envelope clutch, and the one that I selected is exactly the same as the gold one, except this one is in red. I will post the links below to this bag. They were selling out, but they may get more in stock. There's a variety of colors, and it's from AliExpress. And now the patch is what I'm going to be using to match it with this one, so you can see how beautiful that's going to look once I'm done with that. I'm going to be using the silver skull for this one, whereas the other one was red, and I'll show you what I'm going to be doing next. I've already drawn a map of the actual front flap of the bag with dimensions, but I am also going to be taking this and measuring it against the front flap, marking it with a Sharpie, and then cutting out the shape. Make sure you have fabric to be able to iron this on to a solid black fabric. Although I already took measurements from my prior bag, I like to measure this one as well, so if there is any kind of variances, I can pick those up. So on this part here, I cut it a tad bit too short, so I took a piece off of the other side there, and I just stuck it right next to this so it can fit along the gold part here perfectly. There was a gap there, so you were able to see, but now with this, you can just press it and then you'll iron it on, and you'll never know that you had to do a little makeshift patch. So for this next step, you're going to need a wooden cutting board. You're going to need your iron. You will need parchment paper or aluminum foil. I'm using a very old shirt that I used for my last project, and I'm using it for the fabric, and I'm going to be ironing the patch on. You can glue this patch directly onto the purse's surface, but this is an iron-on, and I recommend putting it against fabric since this is see-through and you want the colors to pop. You can use any color you'd like. Red, this has pink as well, a very deep fuchsia, I should say, and then black. So that's gonna look really pretty against the fabric. I'm just gonna iron it first just to flatten it out. I'm getting rid of this shirt because it's a lint magnet, but I thought I could reuse it for a project, and that's what I'm doing. Just kind of pressing it so I could see the outline. So I make sure I go over every part with the iron. Make sure your iron is super hot. You don't want any steam or any vapors coming out. Make sure your edges are firmly pressed. You don't want the edges to ever lift, so secure those. Let this cool completely before you take the aluminum off. This is very hot. Round off the edges or cut any excess fabric if you need to, and this is symmetrical now. If any glue oozes, wait a few minutes, maybe 10 minutes or so, and then peel it off. You're going to be doing this for a while. You're going to be pressing it for a few minutes before you set a very heavy object and book on top. Okay, it feels pretty good. It feels pressed. Put a heavy object and let dry for a few hours. The next step is to lay the aluminum and place heavy books and let dry. Okay, so the next thing we are going to be doing is I set down some painter's tape here, and I'm going to be using these rhinestones. They're 27 millimeter. I have a pack of 27. I purchased them in downtown for 27 pieces for $10. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to place these in the eye sockets. But before we do that, I didn't in my last tutorial show this step, but it is important because this is somewhat of a like spray to create the facets. It's a spray. It's not really like a solid piece of metal backing. It chips. And if it chips, it will not look as nice. It'll look faceted, but it won't look sparkly. So what I do to counter that problem is I bring in the big guns, the gummy jelly along with the top coat. And what that does, it seals this area here. And so when you adhere it with the glue doesn't break down the compound of this back seal. Well, it doesn't as easily. So it'll stay intact. So what we do is we're going to place it here, just so the sticky part is there. You're going to take your gummy jelly. You're going to apply a thin coat. You're going to give it a top coat and put it in your UV lamp for about 3 minutes or your LED for a minute. You're going to apply a second coat of just the top coat, set in your UV or LED. Okay guys, so this is the finished bag and it turned out absolutely beautiful. It is a little different from the last one. If you haven't seen that video, I will post the link down below. If you like videos like this, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up or pop a comment below. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye.